and finally, our special guest all the way from across the country.
Well, halfway across
the country.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Glass.
Hey. Hi, Caitlin.
Happy to be here.
Hi.
Yeah.
What? Where are you from?
Well, I'm really from San Diego, but I live in Dallas.
Okay.
So I'm here. I'm a voice actress for anime and video games, and I direct and stuff. But I do Shakespeare on the regular.
A lot.
So yeah. So here I am. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming for this. It's so good to see you. Also, yeah, if you wanted to, like, or at some point, we'll talk about the productions that you get to do.
Oh, thank you.
Shakespeare in the Bar, which it sounds amazing, and I am so incredibly jealous of, and we should really see if we can get something like that started here.
Shakespeare? Yeah, I was...
Shakespeare in the Bar? Is that what you were about to ask about?
Like, why?
Yeah, why don't you can
Actually, we're here right now. Let's talk about
We're here now.
Shakespeare.
We're gonna have this moment, guys.
Shakespeare in the Bar.
Shakespeare in the Bar.
I'm prepared.
So Shakespeare in the Bar is a company, a theater company in Dallas that I'm a part of, and it's like it sounds. It is Shakespeare in a bar.
I'm so into this.
Yeah.
You need this out here.
We're in
Why don't we?
I don't know how many years they've been doing it, because I just started 2 years ago, so I'm doing like the 6th production with them. So it's called Barely Rehearsed Shakespeare. So they get professional actors from around town. As you said, we all pine for Shakespeare, but there's so little opportunity to do it. There's usually like one theater company, maybe 2, and then it could be really political. They always cast the same folks, but everyone's capable and wants to do it. So we rehearse 4 times. Maybe 1 time the entire cast is there, but usually they're not. So it's just up to you to do your own work. Like, know your stuff, figure out the text, make decisions about your character, get together with your scene partners, and we make the most out of the 4 rehearsals we have. There's live music. It's all done in a bar, usually a bar that has a backyard, and we'll perform back there. And it's like event theater. We only perform twice, and so they just cram as many folks as they can back there. And if you miss it, you miss it. We'll do another show like in a couple
Are you doing
months.
a whole show, a whole production, or are you just doing scenes?
No, it's a whole play.
So you do the whole play.
It's trimmed, but still the whole thing will be
God.
about. It could be about 3 hours. You're gonna be there
And
for 3
then
hours.
if somebody forgets a line,
You don't. You should be off book, but it's okay to call. And if you call line, everyone drinks.
Oh my God!
Yeah, including cast members, because we're often running around if it's appropriate.
It just seems like somebody could be
have drinks
mean
on
and
you.
decide not to study at all
I
to
don't
get
know,
everybody
like,
line.
call.
But what's crazy is it isn't as like gimmicky as you might imagine. Like, we find places and characters that can improvise some, mess with the audience, but it's really like being in a group of groundlings and performing this close to them. And the actors really know their stuff. They really do know their Shakespeare. So it's pretty fun, and we just relish the opportunity to get to perform like that.
I think we have some photos as well.
Yeah, we do. We're doing Cymbeline right now. We performed last Monday, and we'll perform this coming up Monday. But I've done Julius Caesar. I did the Tempest. I was Prospero last August.
You were Prospero?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
What else have we done? Merry Wives and As You Like It, and it's so great. I feel so.
I've been in
What? That is so rad!
I don't want to see that drunk. That would ruin my day.
Our soothsayer, she was awesome. She like came from crawling. It
People
rained
in the rain?
It
This
rained
is so
during
cool.
Mark
This is
Antony's
so cool.
speech.
no.
Caesar. Yeah.
Oh,
it was-
yes.
And there's Brutus. It's
Whoa.
also cool because we cast however we want. Like,
That's
so
amazing.
there's cross-gendered stuff. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Sounds like heaven.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Through.
The
All right,
rest
hold
is
up.
true on
We're
Sunday.
tight on time. Get up
gotta
there.
get- yeah, you reset.
You're so shiny.
Yeah. So, like, something that is really amazing with the Shakespeare in the Bar crew is that, like, we don't really audition, and I feel just so grateful to be welcomed into their fold. And I had come to LA, actually, to do something when I get this text, and they're like, "We're doing The Tempest, will you be Prospero?" And I was like,
That's right.
huh? Like, I just didn't, I didn't get it in my brain. Because, like, you mentioned how to understand Shakespeare, it's better when you see it. Well, when I saw The Tempest, I didn't like him. I'm like, God, shut up, dude. Like, I was not into him at all, but I'm like, well, if you think that I can do it, then I'm gonna say yes.
So I spent, all of my time in the text because he just doesn't shut up. But I love him, and if anyone from the Shakespeare in the Bar crew happened to be watching this, thank you for the gift of him. And I think the Tempest is a lot of people's favorite thing. So yeah, I will attempt to remember the words. So yeah. You do look, my son, in a moved sort, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. How could I forget already? Oh my God, those aren't the words.
I love
okay.
I immediately
It's okay.
This is
okay, yeah, bring it up with
monologue,
you.
right?
I'm so embarrassed.
It was a bridge.
No, it's okay.
This is a rehearsal space.
know.
We're
Yeah.
workshopping.
That's
We're all
good.
doing
I'm really, what it really
This is
is
where a bunch of
everyone
friends
is so
reading
dialed
Shakespeare
in,
together,
and
and
I make eye
we're like in
contact
it,
with
yeah.
people,
I
and I'm
know.
like,
So
oh, I love you. I just want to talk to you.
I was there. I was there.
I got it. It's in my hand. I just want to. I'm sorry.
I know that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
We'll cut that out in post.
Right?
We got it. It's not live. We're done.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. You do look, my son, in a moved sort, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits, and have melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of our vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit, shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. And our little life is rounded with a sleep.
That is so fitting for the last month.
Wow.
Nothing is real.
What is happening?
Shakespeare wrote that.
Okay.
He wrote that ditty.
And the rain, it raineth every day.
Wow.
It's copyright. Copyright Shakespeare.
Yeah, but I mean, Prospero always felt like Shakespeare talking.
Dude,
Where he talks about the globe and yeah.
It was, yeah.
Well, Helen Mirren did a great job of it too. I mean, you definitely are in good company.
God.
For sure.
Bringing that
for
role
sure,
to life,
yeah.
and you did a phenomenal job.
I've always, I've seen it performed by women a couple times, women a couple times, and I think it was always supposed to be.
I will say I had a dream of doing, when I was a young man, of doing a sort of modern adaptation of Romeo and Juliet and the of Midsummer's and the Tempest.
Sure.
Because they're the two most fantastical, and I had this idea of setting the Tempest in the sailors get into a car crash.
Oh, nice.
And they wake up in the bar with no doors and no windows where this is all happening.
And Ariel is like the environment or something.
Ariel's the jazz singer. And
God.
Caliban's the bouncer.
I think over time, the
Who's
Tempest
drunk?
people just imagine Prospero as this sort of Moses-looking,
Yeah, oh,
godlike
yeah.
character.
Big
because,
beard.
Yeah, because they know to equate Shakespeare with
Staff.
him. But really,
Yeah.
when you dig into it, the character of Prospero would have been like a younger married guy. He ends up on this island with his daughter. So by the time he comes back, it's only been 12 years. So really, he's a person in midlife,
Yeah.
realizing that this is the time to move forward. And he moves, everything he does is with urgency. And that's not something that someone in the end of their life has. It's someone who knows, God, I gotta live now.
They can see the
YOLO.
clock
I gotta
ticking.
do, it is YOLO.
The OG
Hashtag
YOLO.
YOLO. So he's about
Billy Shakespeare.
And
fix all the
Prospero.
things
So it's
I've
another
done.
one written by
my daughter
Shakespeare.
away.
Shakespeare
It was.
wrote
Prospero YOLO.
Go have fun.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think